So welcome, Chris. It's been a while since I suppose we all reconnected.
Yep.
We worked with each other quite a few years ago, and I reached out to you, and I suppose I just wanted to find out how you're going and sort of see the changes that have actually happened in your life with your business, as well as, how that's impacted on personal and business, and obviously how things are going for you. So tell me a little bit about yourself, because the people out there would like to know who Chris Celis is and, what's your core story.
Well, yeah, thanks, Pancho. And obviously, always good to connect with you. Every time you've called me, my phone, I've always picked up. But you've been a wealth of good advice and knowledge. So thank you. And it's been really productive in reconnecting with you with our conversations that we've had since then. But look, I'm not all that interesting, but look, really, my history is I came from a bit of a sporting background, and I've approached business in a similar way.
Yep.
To my sporting, and I think that's the great thing about sport, beyond the health side of things, is the ability to work as a team. I played in a team sport in rugby league, and I try and run my business in a similar fashion.
Yep.
In fact, the first job I got fired from was being a rugby league player.
Okay.
It was tough at the time, but I look back now as a principal of a real estate business, and I now understand that was probably the best lesson I could have been given in hindsight. And I wish I had have listened to the advice I got, but I was 6'10" and bulletproof at the time, and I didn't. And subsequently, my football career ended abruptly. But look, you learn these lessons in life, and I think I carry some really good lessons into business from that.
Fantastic. And so when we started working with each other, you had the Harcourts agency up in Castle Hill.
Yes.
And you had that for a number of years.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what you went independent a few years ago. What was the reason for that?
Yeah, so I went independent 4 years ago. The reason for that is I'd been part of a franchise for over a decade.
Yes.
And I learnt some really good ways of operating a business, and found my own feet. I needed that support early as a business owner.
Yeah.
As I matured as a business owner and my team around me matured, I found for myself there was less value for me. I found that I was outgrowing that model.
Yeah.
I needed more territory.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt that it was quite restrictive. And what I found by going through that process to independence is that I was able to redirect the resources of a franchise fee and the money there back into the people in the business, the sales agents and property managers, and really elevate their careers and subsequently my business.
Right. Okay. Now, within your business, there's a lot of plus and minuses around selling principals, and obviously, lead distribution.
Yes.
And how do we attract the right type of salespeople? I suppose it would be important for people to understand why we're working together again, and the other types of services that we're providing you. And I'm fascinated by how you see this taking your business to another level.
Well, it all comes down to value for me. If I don't see value in something, I'll move away from it. If I see value in it, I'll move towards it.
Yeah.
And the value has to be a productive, centric business. It needs to be productive for the people in the business.
Yeah.
It needs to be pushing their careers forward.
Mm-hmm.
And that's in technology, training, opportunity, whether it's me assisting an agent with an assistant that they've never thought that they could ever do, and that pushes them through to another level in their career, into that perfect attraction agent business. That's ultimately what my business is about. It's about investing the resources into my people.
Yeah. Okay. I'm fascinated about how you thought about the productivity and the non-productivity of salespeople. And your breakup of, how 70% of their time is spent on lead generation versus actually closing and doing deals. And I suppose the area of how you've flipped that on its head,
Yeah.
just in the brief conversations and the training that you've had with myself and Jason.
Look, the ratio's there, right? A lot of agents are busy, and we all know that, and they can't just, if they want to earn double the amount they're earning today, they can't just go and find another 80 hours in the week.
Yes.
It's not about that. I think it's where we spend our time. Is it productive or non-productive? And in reality, a huge percentage of agents I find are spending most of their time, call it 70% of their time, lead generating, and only about 30% of their time listing and selling property. So they're only making money and furthering their career when they're listing and selling property. So unfortunately, a lot of agents spend their careers in that space, and they never quite earn the income they want to earn or get that job satisfaction that they were hoping to get out of real estate.
And they get burnout.
They burn out, and they think the solution is to work harder, and that's definitely not the solution. I think this is where I've really discovered what my role is as a business owner, is to help agents with this, to help shift that ratio and flip it on its head so that they're spending 30% of their time generating leads and 70% of their time listing and selling properties. And that's about being a productive sort of business. It's about investing in the right areas, whether it's an assistant or marketing support, whatever it might be, that the office can offer that agent to help push their business, and through what I call an attraction agent, where the market finds them and they don't really have to find the market. I'm excited about working with you because I think our core values are very aligned around developing people to become the best that they actually can be, and wrapping around the right type of training and development, the right kind of psychological support, as well as bringing the right culture within the business. To become an attraction business is more than just hiring and training people to hit their numbers, I feel. And I think we both agree on that. That's something that I like your views on. Absolutely. Look, I've had some really good experience with myself, with agents coming on board. Good agents doing 400,000. My skill set, what I found, and sometimes you learn through life what your true skill set is, isn't about being a listing agent. Actually, my skill set's about working with agents and figuring out how I can increase